Good morning. I welcome you all for the today's session 6 of Unit 2 Electrical Fundamentals. Myself, Sahana, lecturer in Electrical and Electronic Engineering from Government Polytechnic, Udupi. In this today's session, we are going to learn about AC fundamentals. In this chapter, we are studying the definitions of electrical terminologies are sinusoidal voltage, current, amplitude, time period, cycle, frequency, phase difference, and at the end we are going through the multiple choice questions. In AC fundamentals, as we know, the electricity generated at the power station, it is always in the form of AC, that is alternating current. So as we know, alternating current means the quantity which changes both in magnitude and direction at regular intervals of time. So this alternating current can be drawn in the sinusoidal waveform. From the mathematical background, particularly from trigonometry, we know that the sine angle 0 is equal to 0, sine 90 degree is equal to plus 1, sine 180 degree is equal to 0, sine 270 degree is equal to minus 1, sine 360 degree is equal to 0. Similarly, the alternating current follows the same shape, the same curve. Hence, it is called as sine wave. The basic mathematical formula for the sinusoidal current is to determine the instantaneous value of current, small letter I is equal to Im sine omega t amperes, where Im means maximum value of the current, that is at sine 90 degree and sine 270 degree. I is equal to, small letter I is equal to instantaneous value of current at time instant t. Omega W is equal to 2 pi f. There is an angular frequency in radians per second. This is for alternating current. Similarly, the voltage is also varies as a sine wave with respect to time. Similarly, it is also calculated as the basic mathematical formula for the sinusoidal voltage is small letter V is equal to Vm sine omega t. This formula is important to know the values of the instantaneous value of voltage at particular angle, at particular instant. If we know the value of maximum value, that is Vm, we can calculate the instantaneous values. Small letter V is equal to instantaneous value of voltage at time instant t. Omega is equal to 2 pi f. The angle of frequency in radians per second, where f stands for the frequency. The definition will explain in the next slide. Next is amplitude or peak value or crest value or maximum value. So this amplitude is defined as it is the maximum value reached by an alternating quantity either in positive or negative direction is called amplitude. In each cycle, there are two peak values. So that is at sine angle 90, sine 90 and sine 270 degree. So it is represented as Em for voltage and Im for current. Cycle. An alternating quantity is said to have completed one cycle when it passes through one set of positive and one set of negative values consecutively. ಕಾನ್ಸೆಕ್ಯೂಟಿವ್ಲಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು? ಸೊ ಒಂದು ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಸೆಟ್ಟನ್ನು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಬರುವಂಥ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಸೈಕಲನ್ನು, ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸನ್ನು ನಾವು ಕಾನ್ಸೆಕ್ಯೂಟಿವ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳೋದು. ಸೊ ಸೈಕಲ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ an alternating quantity is said to have completed one cycle when it passes through one set of positive and one set of negative values consecutively. So positive set of values ಅನ್ನು ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಹಾಫ್ ಸೈಕಲ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೇವೆ. ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಸೆಟ್ ಆಫ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಹಾಫ್ ಸೈಕಲ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ. ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಹಾಫ್ ಸೈಕಲ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಒನ್ ಸೆಟ್ ಆಫ್ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಹಾಫ್ ಸೈಕಲ್ makes one complete cycle. Next definition is frequency. The number of cycles completed by an alternating quantity in 1 second is called frequency. It is measured in cycles per second, or commonly called as hertz. In India, the electricity is generated at the frequency of 50 hertz. That means it makes 50 cycles per second. So in the figure we can make out there is a number of cycles in 1 second. So ಈ ಫಿಗರಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು 60 cycles ಅನ್ನು ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ. But in India we generate electricity 50 hertz, that is 50 cycles per second. Okay. Next definition, time period, denoted as capital letter T. So the time required to complete one cycle is called time period. It is measured in seconds. If the number of cycles completed in 1 second, then it is frequency. The time required to complete one cycle is called time period. So if you know the values of frequency, then we can find out the value of time period T by the formula T is equal to 1 by F. F is the frequency in hertz. So time period T is the duration of one cycle measured in second. So these all are the important definitions comes in AC fundamentals. Next is a phase. Development of an AC quantity through different stages is called its phase or phase angle. So what we call it as the angles: 0 degree, 1 degree, 90 or 90 degree, 180 degree, 270 degree, 360 degree. That is a one complete cycle. So in the figure, angle of voltage V at A is 90 degree. The voltage V at position B is 180 degree. Point C is 270 degree. So waveform is showing the phase of alternating quantity. So each and every instantly ನಾವು ಫೇಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲನ್ನು ನೋಡ್ತೇವೆ. ಸೊ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಇನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟಲ್ಲೂ ಇಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಅ ವೇರಿಯಸ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ಫೇಸ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು? ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಆ್ಯಂಗ್ಯುಲರ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ಟೂ ಆಲ್ಟರ್ನೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಕ್ವಾಂಟಿಟೀಸ್ in reaching their maximum or zero values in the same direction during a period of one cycle. So now one cycle ಅನ್ನು reference ಆಗಿ ತಗೊಂಡಾಗ, so two alternating quantities. What are the two alternating quantities? It is always voltage and current. So ಒಂದು ವೇಳೆ voltage ಮತ್ತು current they reach their maximum or zero values at the same time, then what is the phase difference? If they reach their maximum or zero values at the different time, it gives some other phase difference values, and all these expressed in degrees or radians. For example, in the figure above, figure shown in the below, the phase angle difference between voltage and current is 5. So ನಿಮಗೆ ಬ್ಲೂ ಲೈನ್ಸ್ ಕಾಣ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಸೈನ್ ವೇವ್ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಫ್ ವೋಲ್ಟೇಜ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದ ರೆಡ್ ಲೈನ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್. ಸೊ the reaching their maximum or zero values, it's a different position. ಸೊ ವೋಲ್ಟೇಜ್ ಮತ್ತು ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಎರಡು ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಟೈಮಿಂಗಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲಲ್ಲಿ ಸೊ ರೈಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಸೊ there is a phase difference. So in this it is mentioned as angle difference is 30 degree. So ಅದೇ ಥರ all these phase differences appears because of the load used in the circuit. ಒಂದು ವೇಳೆ ನೀವು ಪ್ಯೂರ್ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟಿವ್ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯೂಟನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುವಂಥ ಫೇಸ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಏನು? Let us see from the figure. In the figure, AC source is connected across the resistive load. So as we know, in a resistive circuit, voltage and current are in phase. That means voltage and current reach their maximum or zero value simultaneously in a period of one regular interval of time. So ಪ್ಯೂರ್ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟಿವ್ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯೂಟಲ್ಲಿ ವೋಲ್ಟೇಜ್ ಮತ್ತು ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಸೈಮಲ್ಟೇನಿಯಸ್ಲಿ ರೀಚ್ ದ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಆರ್ ಝೀರೋ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್. Therefore, voltage and current are in phase. The phase angle difference is 0. So sin 0 is equal to 1. So in pure resistive circuit, it follows unity power factor. Let's see the next load condition, that is pure inductive circuit. Here the source, AC source, is connected across the inductive load. What happens? In an inductive load, the current flows through the coil where the energy is stored. It takes time. So whatever the voltage is applied across the inductive load, there is a phase angle difference, because as soon as the voltage is applied, the coil gets energized or energy gets stored. So therefore the current reaches its maximum value when the voltage across the load is 0. That means the current lags behind the voltage by an angle 90 degree. From the figure we can make out, when voltage reaches its peak value, the current starts from 0. So this is for pure inductive circuit. So current lags behind the voltage by an angle 90 degree when it is pure. Pure capacitive circuit. Here the capacitor is connected across the source. In this, the voltage, when compared to voltage and current, so current leads the voltage by an angle 90 degree. So from the figure, the waveform, we can make out the positioning of current and voltage is different. Let's see in the one single waveform, showing the phase differences. In the first one, it is a resistive circuit where voltage and current are in phase. So there is no phase angle. Phase angle is equal to 0. Sin 0 is equal to 1. Therefore it is called as unity power factor. The resistive circuit gives unity power factor. But none of the load is resistive. It consists of inductive as well as capacitive load. So in the second figure, it is an inductive circuit. So here voltage is on the red sine waveform. Current is represented in blue. Can you make out the difference? Yes, here in the inductive circuit, the current lags behind the supply voltage by an angle phi. So therefore it is called as lagging power factor. It gives lagging power factor because of the energy in the time taken to store the energy. In capacitive circuit, the current I leads the supply voltage V. Therefore, it follows leading power factor. Okay. So let's summarize. In this AC fundamental chapter, we are going to learn about the definitions of various terminology. It is the instantaneous value of voltage and current. Amplitude. What is amplitude? It is a maximum value reached by an alternating quantity either in positive or negative directions. That is called amplitude. Frequency is the number of cycles completed by an alternating quantity in 1 second measured in hertz. Time period is the time taken to complete one cycle is called time period. So if you know the time period, if you know the value of frequency, then we can find out the time period by the formula T is equal to 1 by F. Then the phase and the phase differences. Now let's go through the multiple choice questions. First one, in a sine wave, the slope is constant. In the first option, between 0 degree and 90 degree, between 90 degree and 180 degree, third one, between 180 degree and 270 degree, and nowhere. What is the answer? The slope is constant. No, it is not possible. So each and every angle, phase angle, there is a values. So therefore the sine wave never be a constant. So nowhere. Solution D. Second one, for a frequency of 200 Hz, the time period will be 0.05 seconds, 0.005 seconds, 0.0005 seconds or 0.5 seconds. It is calculated by using the formula T is equal to 1 by F, where F is 200 Hz. Therefore, if we calculate, we will get 0.005 as the answer. That is solution B. Let's move on to the third one. In a pure resistive circuit, the current lags behind the voltage by 90 degree. Second option, current leads the voltage by 90 degree. Third one, current can lead or lag the voltage by 90 degree. Fourth option, current is in phase with the voltage. Since it is a pure resistive circuit, the current and the voltage are always in phase. So the option is D, that is current is in phase with the voltage. Next one, what will be the phase angle between two alternating waves of equal frequency when one wave attains maximum or one wave attains maximum value the other is at zero value. What is the question? What will be the phase angle between two alternating waves of equal frequency when one wave attains maximum value, other is at zero value? The answer is 90 degree, because phase angle is calculated as phase difference is calculated one quantity minus another quantity. If one quantity is at 90 degree and another quantity is at zero value, then the difference will be the 90 degree. So 90 degree minus 0 degree is equal to 90 degree. So phase angle difference is 90. The solution is C. Fifth one. The frequency of domestic power supply in India is, yes, it is 50 Hertz. The power factor of a DC circuit is always, power factor of a DC circuit is always less than unity, unity, or greater than unity, or 0. The power factor comes only in a AC circuit. So in the AC circuit we have a resistive load, inductive load and the capacitive load. But in DC circuit we have only the resistors. So therefore the power factor of DC circuit is always unity, because if we consider as a resistive load, the voltage and current are always in phase. Therefore the angle difference voltage and current is 0 degree. So sin 0 is equal to 1. So that is unity power factor. The next one, the period of a wave is same as frequency. Here the period is given as time period, the same as frequency. Second option, time required to complete one cycle. Third is expressed in amperes. Fourth one, none of the above. The time period of a wave is the time required to complete one cycle. That is solution B. Next, go through the next one. The unit of frequency is cycles per second. You have to tell true or false. The unit of frequency is cycles per second. That is true. That is solution A. The unit of frequency is cycles per second and it is also called as hertz. Let's go through the next one. The unit of time period is cycles per second. True or false? False. It is false, because the time period is measured in seconds. The last one, the frequency of DC voltage is not 0. True or false? DC voltage, the frequency means what? It is the number of cycles completed by an alternating quantity in 1 second. That means it has both positive and negative cycle, negative values. But in DC, direct current, it always a straight line. Then there is no possibility of frequency in DC circuits. Therefore, the answer is false. Okay. Let's go through the LMSE content team members for fundamentals of electrical and electronic engineering are Srimati D. Aruna, Chairperson, SJ Polytechnic, Bengaluru. Sri Vijay Kumar, Coordinator, Government Polytechnic, Chintamani. Srimati Shilpa, Member, SJ Polytechnic, Bengaluru. Sri Wazid Ahmad, Course Moderator from GPT, Immadihalli, Bengaluru. Sri Hemant Kumar ML, E-Content Developer from GPT, KGF, Kolara. Myself, Sahana, E-Content Developer from Government Polytechnic, Udupi. Thank you very much.